Hi guys, welcome back to Glass Up. Oh,
sorry.
That sounded like shit.
Ooh, sorry.
Today it is the 29th. 29th?
9th? Oh.
And Halloween is in 2 days, so I am in the. I am in the spirit of wearing Squid Games. I'm going to be burping the whole fucking podcast because I am drinking Corona today. I've been obsessed with beer recently. I don't know what's up with me. Anyways, I'm here with Joshy Washy Head. And...
How'd you know I turned it?
Because I could see
Oh
your
shit!
finger.
Hello. I'm in the spirit of Halloween too, but I had to cover the bald spot. So
That's funny.
That's actually a low blow.
That's a good one.
That's actually fucked.
Good for you.
Are you
What?
offended? That's actually really rude
That's
because
fucked
he's
up,
wearing
too.
a hat to cover his bald spot.
Oh, you think you're funny too? Oh. Continue.
wait, is it Halloween or like April Fools?
We love you, babe.
Anyways, we have a lot to talk about, and because we haven't done this podcast in like 3 weeks, and
Yes.
so in case you guys missed it, Karlee was in Florida with Josh, right? And when they were in Florida, they had some crazy experiences. This is so weird talking through a mask. I feel hot breath.
Yeah, take it off.
Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta pick my hair. They were
Yeah, you
in
do.
a trashy ass Airbnb. They told me to wait to this podcast to hear the story about. So now I gotta see what that story is. So take it away.
Okay, so first of all, I mean, we're gonna do more in detail on the trip on Josh's channel. We're gonna do a mukbang like on the whole trip. Like it literally, we probably had what's wrong?
Hot.
We probably had over like 10 things go wrong in a row.
Easily.
Like I was
Easily.
like, there has to be like a reason why this is going so bad. Like I was like, something good has to come out of this. Anyways, we went to an Airbnb, and for one, it looked nothing like the pictures, which usually Airbnbs obviously don't look exactly like the pictures. They always look better on pictures, but this one was absolutely fucked.
Absolutely fucked.
The bed was probably this, like actually this thick, like dead ass. And everything was like, you know, like the cheap furniture from IKEA, which I get, it's an Airbnb, but it was literally everything could have fallen apart in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And what else was there?
So.
Oh yeah.
We walked into the Airbnb, and obviously that was our first impression. We're like, wow, this is terrible. Then we went into the bedroom and
Did
went to
our
go
thing.
lay down. We didn't even do that thing.
Wow.
But we
You didn't
didn't
wanna flirt with me.
Well, no, I would have did that thing if I wasn't on that thing. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that bed was tragic.
We would have broke it.
It was I would have busted the shit out of that bed, which I don't want to. Well, okay, but we look over. We're laying down. We're relaxing because we had been up since 3 a.m. that day from traveling, all that stuff. So when we went to go lay down, I looked at the couch to the right of me, and there were what appeared to be cum stains all over the couch.
And like, honestly, one of them was like to the point where it wasn't even wiped. It was like shiny. Like, you know when like,
Yeah.
like bodily fluids, like snot, it looked like snot when it's dried and it's like shiny.
That's exactly what it looked like.
We have a picture of it, right?
Yeah, I have a
You
bunch.
took a picture?
Anyway, we were there. I was like, this is ridiculous. This is fucked up. Even if they weren't semen stains, there were so many white stains all over that couch. I'm like, regardless, you should not be having an Airbnb with that many stains in it. Like, that's kind of, you know what I mean? That's kind of fucked. Especially because I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
To me, it appears to be cum stains. So I end up getting a refund for, like, the Airbnb itself, I think was a little bit over $1,000 Canadian.
Shit.
And I ended up only getting $500 back. And we were not even in the Airbnb for an hour. Mm-hmm. Not even for a whole hour.
That's one thing I noticed Airbnb does is like if you cancel, I think within a week prior to the trip, you get the full refund.
Yes.
But anytime within the week, I think they give you only 50%.
Yes.
Everyone's different, yeah.
Yeah, so they had a decent return policy or cancellation policy on that Airbnb specifically. But when I went to go cancel it, I only got $500 something back. So I was like, wow, that's fucked. I wasn't even here for an hour. So I contact Airbnb. They say, well, there's really nothing we can do about it. It's up to the owner's discretion. So I filed a complaint with the owner. Still have not heard anything. And that was at the beginning of our trip. So what was that, a Monday? last Monday.
Well, what's he gonna say? Yeah, yo, my bad for the cum stains.
Yeah,
Well,
no, he's just gonna.
But that's the thing is like, and I left a terrible review on his Airbnb. Like I left 1 star everything because the fact of the matter is, even if they weren't cum stains, there's still a bunch of stains on that couch and it looks absolutely disgusting. And the Airbnb is not advertised. It's in a shitty neighborhood, like a really shitty neighborhood.
Oh shit.
Like there's bars on the window.
Of the Airbnb, and I was like, whatever. Like we're used to Detroit. It's fine. I'm okay with that. But like, the bed is like this thin. I'd rather sleep on the floor.
Oh yeah, I would have been. My back would have been.
Yeah,
fucked.
it was just not good. I feel like if we had stayed at that Airbnb, the whole trip would have been ruined. So
Yeah, I agree.
Wow.
yeah, it's bad.
Well, at least where did you guys end up staying? Oh, you stayed in a hotel. Then.
Yeah,
There's a whole other story, which is on my vlog channel.
Yeah.
About the second hotel we went to, and then we had to go to a third one.
yeah.
Yeah, because I remember you told me there was like you had an issue with the Airbnb. Then you're like, we went somewhere else, and that was fucking disgusting. And then we went to where you were at the time, where you stayed, and yeah, man, that's fucking crazy.
I almost didn't get a refund for the second hotel, the hotel after the Airbnb.
Did you fight for it?
Oh yeah, so I stayed. We were in there. We went into the room. Well, the first thing that happened was, I think you talked about this on your vlog channel, was when we turned on the tap, there was brown water coming out of the tap.
Ew.
I was like, come on, bro, this is disgusting.
And like the water was going like. Psh,
Yeah, it was sputtering.
Oh,
like
right?
not just a
Yeah.
flow.
Even
of
the
water.
shower too.
yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
And the motel itself, or hotel, I would call it a motel, well, not a hotel. It was just absolutely disgusting. And so I ended up going down, and I was really nice to the girl. I said, she was helping someone else. She's like, oh, is there something wrong with your room? I was like, yeah, I'll wait. I'm going to wait till he leaves because I don't want to be a dick and be like, this room's fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in front of,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I wasn't. So I was nice and I said, listen, I'm not going to stay here. That's fucked. I'm like, I'm not staying here. I'm like, we just came from a shitty Airbnb. I'm taking my girlfriend on vacation. I'm not paying for this.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, yeah, totally understandable. You have to call the place you booked it through, which was like one of those, like Expedia or Priceline.
Yeah.
So I end up calling them. The guy's like, oh, no, this one has a no cancellation policy.
Of course.
I said, like fuck it does.
Anyways, we got our money back.
We got our money back.
Then we went to a third hotel after traveling for 12 hours.
Yeah,
we
it was a
were
disaster.
fucking exhausted.
It was at the point where you're just like, when you're so tired, you're just like, I want to lay down and just sleep.
Yep.
Like anywhere.
Yep.
Anywhere. I would have.
And we had to move our luggage each time.
Uh-huh.
So we're like carrying all these bags and
Did you
we
guys
were
have a lot of luggage?
starving.
Well, yeah, when she packs 85 pounds of luggage.
Actually,
yeah.
it was light on the way there. It was heavy on the way back because I bought like 6 candles.
How big were these fucking candles that made it heavy?
Yoked. One was this big.
One was like this big.
Yeah.
It was like a long one.
Oh Lord.
Like you.
All right. All right. Anyways, so welcome back to Glass Up Podcast. If you're wondering why I'm holding my microphone, is because I forgot the mic stands at home. That's why Karlee and Josh have silver mic stands, which Karlee is hating on super hard.
Yeah,
And
I think
don't even know if the
they're
light behind
fucking
you looks good. Looks great. It's purple, more so than pink, but fuck it. We're back to Glass Up, guys, and we have a lot to talk about. Can we get canceled right off the bat?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. So,
I love it.
It's not me getting canceled. It's you.
you remember the new Halloween movie that came out?
Yes.
I love that franchise, right?
That's great.
Amazing franchise, right? And for those of you that don't know what Halloween is, it's a horror movie that was originated back in the 70s. There was a bunch of sequels that lasted up until 2018, whatever. Michael Myers, okay, the lead killer, whatever in the film. He has, you know where I'm going with this?
I think so, yeah.
Bro, I wanted to punch a hole in my fucking computer when I read this. So, okay, he has killed everybody.
Yeah.
Black people, white people, kids. He fucking killed kids, okay? In the recent movie, he kills a gay couple. So now, Michael Myers is being canceled for being homophobic.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, no, that's stupid.
Can I tangent?
What
What the fuck, bro? Okay, how are you absolutely gonna cancel a fictional character for killing a gay couple? First of all, he kills fucking everybody. Did you watch the fucking movie? Did you just go to the one part where he kills the gay couple? Mind you, Lil Jon and Big John were their names, was fucking incredible. It was amazing. Love the characters. But why do you have to like cancel him for killing gay people? What about when he killed kids? Is he ageist? Is ageist a word? Is he ageist?
Yeah, I
don't
think
know.
so. Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay. What about when he killed black people? Is he racist? No. No, shut the fuck up then.
Oh my God.
You're passionate. You've been waiting for this one, eh?
It pissed me off, bro. I was, like I said, I literally wanted to punch my computer. I was so pissed.
It would make sense if he was like targeting only them the whole time.
Yes.
But like that's not the case. I've actually never watched it, so.
Wouldn't it make him more homophobic to not kill them?
Yes.
He's like, I'm killing everybody but y'all.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
that would be, yeah. Imagine he's like, I can't do it. The internet will cancel me and then move
Straight
on.
up.
He's like, it's 2021, guys. I can't do this.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, okay. A serial killer's worried about being canceled. Interesting.
Well, that's the thing. Now he is being canceled. Oh, you know what's even crazier? You only see one of them get killed. The other one you don't even see get killed. You just see his dead body after. But now he's fucking canceled for killing gay people. Fuck you all. Fuck you all. Fuck you all.
I agree.
I feel like you're actually not very passionate about what you're talking about.
Yeah,
right
like
now.
can you
It's
like
like you don't really
yeah.
care.
No? How is it? Fuck you all.
There we go. Okay,
There you
that's
go.
what I needed. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Fucking
I think that's stupid. What other wasn't there another cartoon character? I know
Dave
he's
Chappelle.
not. No. We talked about this before. There was a cartoon character that was getting like changed or canceled.
Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
yeah.
I
Yeah, but
remember
Pepe
that.
Le Pew was fucking harassing. He wasn't being like homophobic.
Yeah,
like, he
yeah,
was just straight up like
He's a menace. Yeah, that one was.
he was a wild boy.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Like-
Wild boy.
Anyways.
Imagine he had to come up with an apology.
Pepe Le Pew apology video on YouTube. Emotional. In the title.
He goes like, that's funny.
Oh, but anyways, man, I couldn't believe it, bro. I was sitting in the fucking theater, which first of all, you guys haven't seen it. You said you haven't seen it. Have you seen it, Josh?
I've seen the latest Halloween up until not the latest, the one before that.
Yeah. So 2018 was the reboot of the new storyline.
Yes.
I watched that one.
It was incredible. That movie's so good.
God, it was so
It's so
dude.
good.
But so the new one that came out this year was literally just a continuation of that one from
Oh, I gotta
2018, as
watch
it's
it.
like it's happening in the same night, right? And dude, I watched it twice in theaters because it was so fucking good. And both times I'm like smiling like a fucking kid. Like it re-sparked the love of the series for me. And but that's why I was so like, oh my God, I was so pissed when I heard that shit, bro. Because I'm like, they don't understand what the fuck this type of movie is. And that got me thinking, what if movies like Scary Movie or like all those comedy parody movies, right? Those would definitely not fly in today's day and age.
No, that's very true. There's a lot of things where even we watch How I Met Your Mother.
I was just gonna say that.
And there's a lot of scenes in How I Met Your Mother where they make like certain jokes, and I'm like, ooh, that would not fly today. That would not fly today.
Like
But it's
even
yeah.
Barney like making all women being sexualized and stuff and
Yeah.
treating them like numbers and stuff that would be canceled for like 100 times.
But
Yes.
would it actually be canceled if Neil Patrick Harris is gay? Because he's gay.
Yeah, but he's still sexualized. But it doesn't matter.
I feel like there's some idiots out there that are gonna look at it like, oh, but he's gay, so technically he
Oh
can't really
my
sexualize women
God.
because he technically isn't attracted to them.
Probably. That's how the internet works.
Fools, all of you.
Yeah, that's probably how the internet works.
Fuck the internet.
honestly,
Why are we on here?
I don't know. I'm wrapping up.
Yeah, I'm
See ya.
done. Okay,
Looks
man.
like we gotta sell a house.
One thing I didn't mention, yo, shut up. One thing I didn't mention is, yo, y'all good?
You sound like us.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. Obviously,
Yeah.
I haven't seen you guys since Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Oh shit! It's been a while.
It's been a while. I've been emotional lately, man.
Really?
Like in a happy way, I guess. How do you say that? Like, cause like, okay, so basically, I've been promoting on here that I've been signed to this New York company for podcasting and stuff, right? Over the last couple of weeks, actually, I signed exclusively to them now. I'm fully working with them. We're working on getting me down there and all this stuff, and talking to like Andrew Schultz, like all this shit, like. And so much shit is happening for me, bro. Like, I was laying in bed, like, a few days after Thanksgiving, and I'm like, I just started crying, bro. Because I'm like, man, everything that happened from last year up until now is, like, crazy. Like, so much shit moved so fast.
That's what happens when you work hard.
Well, that's the thing. Because, like, for me, I told myself in October, I'm like, next year, I need to just do something. Like, I can't be sitting here not doing anything anymore, right? And then for the first like 3 or 4 months, everything was kind of progressing slowly. But in June, when I got the DM, that just kind of took everything off, like for me to go up. And yeah, I was just laying in bed a few days after Thanksgiving, and I'm just like, man, reflecting on where I started was last year to where I was, because I was on the verge of just quitting everything. Like, I was so depressed. Like, I was just everything. And I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, I'm so thankful to be in this position. You know what I mean? To be given an opportunity to do what I want to do and do what I love to do, and to be able to just, you know, make money off of it. It's like, and people that I look up to and I'm fans of, you know what I mean? To be able to work with them and to be able to communicate with them and be friends with them. It's like, it's something I've always heard happen to other people, not something I could thought would happen to me. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy.
We
So
all
it's
start
like,
crying.
Yeah. Damn, what the fuck?
no, so that's just one thing I just wanted to get off my chest too. Is like, man, I've been so emotional the last couple of weeks. So just thinking about all these small wins that I've been having.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's really like, it's a good feeling, you know, to experience all that shit. So it's like, you know, it's just crazy. That's I even texted you that on Thanksgiving trip.
I know. I read it to Josh. I was like, this is so sweet.
Yeah, like I don't know. I just felt so thankful, bro.
Good,
this
though.
is the first Thanksgiving. Like I'm 28 now. It's the first Thanksgiving where I can say like I truly feel very thankful for everything that has happened for me.
You literally
Thus far.
have like you work really hard though.
I've said that to you multiple times.
Yeah.
I said sick is one of the hardest words that I've ever met.
Yeah.
And it genuinely, and look at her. She's a hard fucking worker. And
Yeah.
I'm like, sick is, yeah, you definitely are. And like, obviously I pretty much know you from the podcast.
Right.
Obviously.
Right.
But no, even like work ethic, editing clips, I always see it on like your Instagram and stuff. No,
Yeah.
good for you. It's
Thanks, man.
hard work pays off.
Yeah, it does, and that's why I'm saying like I've always seen it happen to other people. You know, but for me it was just working hard, and everything kind of just falling into place naturally. And I finally know what that means when people say it. I'm like, how you got to know, but you don't. It's just weird how things kind of just unfold and like play out, and you're just like, holy shit, this is me in the center of this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just weird. It's just a weird feeling, man. But
Good for
very
you.
thankful to be doing all this. Now let's continue. No more senti shit. Okay, yo, I got a question. So, people don't necessarily always like their family and shit like that, right? Like, oh, my cousin's
Yes.
piece of shit, whatever, fuck him, whatever.
Oh.
Yes.
I know.
Can you what?
I know.
Oh yeah.
I'm there. I got you.
Can you break that blood relationship by getting a blood transfusion?
What the fuck, sick?
No.
Why?
I don't think it works.
Because think about it. No, think about it. Blood family, blood relative, right? Because you have the same blood going through your veins. You transfuse that whole blood. That's not your blood no more.
I don't think you can transfuse the whole thing because your body's constantly making new blood. So as you're getting a blood transfusion,
Yeah.
your body's still making your own blood.
then
so
it-
it's mixing and turning into yours.
Then again, it's not like I'm like, hey, this is weird. It's not my cousin. But
OnlyFans again?
Sweet
No.
home
No, it's just-
Alabama.
all the people from Alabama, sick is canceled. You can't say that. No, but like of like, oh, this is my cousin. You know her as my cousin, let's say.
Yeah.
And then like I get a blood transfusion. I'm like, hey, not anymore.
Yeah, right.
And you're gonna go like, let me see your blood. Fuck you talking about?
Do you guys think you're do you think that someone in your family thinks of you like that? Like, oh, like I love my family, but I hate that person.
I don't know.
Like, I wonder if we're any of those people.
I said that to you about the fucking customer service thing.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, when I worked it's the same, but when I worked customer service, there were people came in and I would like go rant to like my friends, but I'm like, this guy was a fucking asshole, like, or whatever, this girl was whatever. And then like I was thinking like, damn, do you think we ever go into places and people are like, oh, I fucking hate them, or they were pieces of shit? Like, I always wonder that.
The customer service thing, I always try to be the nicest person ever. Like,
yeah,
I'm
same,
always such
yeah.
a sweetheart to them. Like, I know what they're going. I've been there. I know what you're going through, right? So I genuinely am sincere. Like if there's a slip up or if there's taking too long, I don't give a fuck. I can wait. Family members, I don't know if there's any cousins that think of me like, oh, fuck that guy.
No one thinks they're that guy,
No, but here's the thing. I'll tell you why I don't think so, right? One, I'm the oldest. Okay? Two, every time I come around, everyone's like, you know, oh, so, because I've been so busy, like I work too much. And so when I do come around eventually, like I saw my family after months and months and months on Thanksgiving. So when I do come around, all the cousins are coming up to me like, hey, you know, nice to see you again. Like, they're always like talking like, you know, gathering around me, and same with my aunts. So like, I don't think I would be that person, you know, say fuck you. But I know people in my family, I'm not going to say who, obviously, who people have come to me and been like, yo, I don't like this person. I don't like that person. Fuck that person. So I do know who that person is in my family, but I just don't know if I'm one of them. I don't think I'm one of them. But
Here's the thing. If you don't know who it is in your family, it's probably you.
Ooh.
Oh,
Because I know who it is.
I know who
I know who it is in your
Yeah,
family.
we're
all
good,
know.
yeah.
But like, I know who it is in my family. You know who it is in your family, so we're not them. But if you're watching and you don't know who it is in your family, it's probably fucking you.
Yeah.
It probably is. There's
That would
always.
suck. Imagine when like his family reunion and you don't know, like everyone just fucking hates you.
What if we just fucked up everyone's brain? Like they're all like, fuck. Like every time they go somewhere, they're like, I'm that person that they all hate.
Ooh, here's a question.
Yeah.
Do you think? So I'm gonna take it a step further.
Okay.
What?
Sorry, it says contains barley, and I thought it says contains battery. I was like, I'm not drinking this anymore.
So, do you think that it's ever possible? Well, it's definitely possible. Like, have you ever thought, like, has there ever been a time where your parents look at you and they're like, I fucking hate this kid?
Oh, 100%.
You're like, damn. No, like, I mean genuinely. Not like you pissed them off one day or, like, go to your room type shit, but, like you look at them and you're like, I fucking hate this little bastard.
No.
Like,
That's
what?
happened to you before?
No, I don't think so.
I was gonna say that happened to you. That's some white people shit, bro.
No,
like,
no. My family's Italian.
I think that'd have to be you'd have to be a really
Same,
fucked up
yeah.
parent to genuinely hate your
But
child.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
do you
yeah.
think it's happened? Like, do you think there's people out there that are like,
Casey Anthony.
Oh,
well,
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Fuck that bitch.
She's like out and about, eh? Like just strolling in the streets of Florida.
Really?
Yeah.
She is?
Yeah, there was a whole thing
Did you
about
see her when
it.
you were there?
No,
I would
no.
have beat the fucking shit out of her.
You're gonna go up to Casey Anthony.
Yeah.
Yo, I
are.
didn't realize Casey
Yeah.
Anthony got a forehead on her, bro.
Yeah, I got
Look
fat
like mega
forehead.
mind and shit.
Yeah.
But no, anyways, go back to what you just said. I don't think there is genuinely someone who hates their kids after they've reached a certain age. Because I feel like because they're like, was it post something depression is a real thing? Like when women
Postpartum depression, yes. That's
it's a real thing, right? But I don't think it's a
scary,
hatred.
actually.
It's more of a like resentment towards the child from the mother. But I think as they get older, I don't think there's a genuine hatred.
But like, think about this, okay? So there's people in your life you probably dislike.
Yes.
You're just like, dude, that dude's a dickhead, or I fucking hate her. Like, imagine you're just like, you grow up, you are now like buddy with your parents, more like, you know, you can have like adult conversations.
Yep,
You're an
yep.
adult, and you're just like, you guys just don't see eye to eye anything, and you're just like, dude, I fucking hate this prick. Because I feel a lot of times I hear people say, like, I don't like my dad or I don't like my mom.
Yeah.
Like, and they genuinely are like, I don't fucking like my dad. I can go without talking to him again. But I've always wondered to have the parents, like, you know what I mean? Like, can it be the vice versa? Or is it just, like, impossible because, like, that's you?
It's probably
That's your
possible.
seed.
Well, okay.
It's probably possible, but I feel like you have to be a really fucked up individual because I feel like because there's people that have like murdered people and their parents still are like on their
That's
side.
what I mean. It's like, is there, like, something, like
Well, you
in
have
the
to be
human
like
brain?
sick
Like,
in the brain to hate your child. Like you actually have to be sick in the head to hate your child.
I have a friend. I'm not gonna say who it is. Her and I were actually having this conversation maybe a few weeks ago, and she was telling me that her dad has this resentment and slash I don't know if it's hatred, but this resentment or whatever towards her because because he doesn't like her career choice. She's in fucking science and all that shit, but he's not cool with her career choice, and it's a lot of the stuff that she does and she chooses to do he doesn't like. And so he's constantly just hating her. He's straight up told her, like, I no longer consider you my daughter. And, you know, you're basically dead to me, this, and that. Like, you're your mom's child now. Anything you need, go to her.
because
like,
she does science?
there's a lot of other shit I'm not going to say. There's a lot of shit that
You
kind
do
of
porn.
that kind of started.
It could be way worse.
No,
You're doing-
there's a
It's
lot
probably
of
not
shit.
the
It's a lot of
science
shit.
thing.
It's
It's
not the
more
science.
than
There's a
that.
lot of
I was like,
shit.
damn,
But
that's fucking harsh.
But when she told that to me, it took me hard. It was hard for me to believe it, right? That like, yo, can someone's parent genuinely do this? 'Cause you know how they say like the sons attract or the mom's like favors the sons, whereas the fathers favor the
Yes,
daughters,
yes.
right? So I'm like, man, this is your dad saying this to you. Like, is it really a genuine feeling? Because I've been fortunate enough to come from a household where both of my parents are equally loving to all of like me and all my siblings, right? We don't have that thing where it's like, oh, dad said this or mom said this or I don't like my dad, whatever. We don't have that because it was never like we were never in those situations. So when she told me this, I'm like, there's got to be some sort of like reconciliation. There's got to happen. You can fix it somehow. But she's like, no, there's nothing like at all. And I was like, man, I couldn't fathom it, dude. It was crazy.
Do you think, speaking of favorites, do you think parents have a favorite child?
100%.
Yeah.
I
do.
think they do too.
I do. I
I always think
definitely
it's the
do.
youngest.
No, I think my brother's a favorite.
I think
I
Really?
genuinely, I think it's the oldest because it's your firstborn. The child that gave you the experience.
That must
child
be again
made you a
another white
mother or
person thing
father.
because in our household, bro, it's like I was the first child. I was the test dummy.
Right.
Yeah, I was
mean,
too.
I'm saying more is like when you get older. Like if you're years apart, they're probably gonna favor the youngest because they're like still growing up. But I don't know. I feel like I'm not the favorite. I don't know. I don't
I
think
feel
my
like
parents have a
I'm-
favorite, but if I could think about it,
I think
They
I'm
have
the
a favorite. They definitely. I just haven't told
I
you
think
guys.
every kid thinks they're the favorite, but I actually think I'm the favorite. I'm not gonna say what parent, but I think I'm the favorite.
Oh, I know. I know.
yeah, you know.
I think we know why.
Yeah.
Not well.
Anyway.
With one parent, I don't think I'm the favorite. But with the other parent, I think I'm the favorite.
Yeah.
Because there's different siblings on each side.
Yes.
So with one parent, I don't think I'm the favorite at all. But the other one, I'm like, yeah, I gotta be the favorite. If
Yeah.
I'm not the favorite, you're fucked.
Fair.
Because I'm fucking awesome.
Fucking awesome. Okay, whatever. Big head. All right.
That's weird. He calls me that all the time.
What?
He thinks my head's big.
Hmm.
You?
Oh, no, do you call him big head too?
No.
Get it?
Call him sexy head.
She does, but I do have a big head. I didn't realize how big my head was until we went to Walmart.
I'm talking about your dick head, dog.
Oh.
What?
You call him big head because he has a big head.
Like big dick
He
head.
has a whole big dick, not just a head.
Thank you.
But
But actually, though, let me segue.
Tell
into
this Walmart
something.
story.
So, speaking of big dicks, we were in Walmart, and
I was in Florida. So.
I was in Florida. So, yeah, no, I was in Walmart, and I needed sunglasses because I forgot mine here. I was like, let me go somewhere cheap. I don't need anything crazy. We went to like the sunglass hut. I'm like, what's your cheapest pair of glasses? He goes, $95. I go, fuck you.
anyways, went to Walmart.
I tried on like 6 different pairs of glasses, and they looked ridiculous
His
on
head
me.
was so big that they ended like right here.
You know who Oliver
And
Tree is?
it looks like when you wear like
Those glasses. That's what it looked like, regular ass glasses. I was like, why do I
when
fucking...
I wear like children's glasses.
Yeah.
And they look stupid.
I was like, why do I look like this right now? Every fucking pair
I
was
told
like...
you had a big head.
And I was like, I didn't realize.
Like
right?
your head is fucking massive.
Right. Anyway.
But you're big.
Yo.
Like
Oh, and I'm fat too.
no,
Nice.
you're the one calling me massive. Remember you called me massive?
No.
Said I should make my title boyfriend calls me massive.
Oh, yeah.
Emotional.
Emotional. Dude, we were coming up with the dumbest
Yo,
shit.
you YouTubers kill me with your titles, bro. Because that's just
Emotional.
so fucking funny. You put whatever in brackets. It's
Emotional
like
is my favorite one.
scary or emotional
Yes.
or
Hilarious.
real must watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gone Wrong is my favorite.
Not clickbait.
I
Gone wrong.
I used
Those
to
are
do
the
pranks
best.
gone wrong all the time. Or hilarious.
Speaking of the sunglasses, though, in my big fucking head, what would you call? We had this conversation too, and I got the answer right without even knowing. I was like, "There's no way this is what it's called." Right? Looked it up. I was fucking right. What do you call the sides of glasses?
Like these are the frames.
bands, right?
What are those?
Huh?
Bands?
No.
Bands make the.
Like the side, like the two.
Yeah, I don't know.
No guess.
I feel like this is a weird word, but go ahead.
I said to her, I was like, I feel like they're called like arms or legs. Yeah, called legs.
Huh?
Yeah,
Sunglasses have fucking legs.
the legs of the glasses. Yeah, and I said it as bullshit. I'm like, it's either the arms or the legs, and it fucking was. It's the legs. I don't know why we talked about it, but we did.
That's stupid.
I know, but interesting information.
Oh,
now.
the tornado thing.
Oh, so we're laying in bed one night, and
First of all, I hate when he's on TikTok.
okay, so Karlee.
No, let me say it. I hate when he's on TikTok because when he's on TikTok, I hear sounds that I know only girls do thirst traps to,
and it's never that.
and it drives because there's certain sounds that you literally associate with girls like twerking or moving or dancing. There's just certain sounds. You know what people do, like what trends go with what sounds. You just do.
and
So when I
every
hear the fucking sounds, I look at him immediately, and then he has to go and show me
And
what
it's
he's watching.
never that. It's always like car videos.
Except the one time when there was a tornado.
Okay, so I'm watching something right on TikTok, and she goes, I literally see her, so I'm in bed like this, and I see her like this. She's looking at me, wait. And I'm like, what? She goes, cheater. I was like, because I scrolled away, she goes, you're a cheater. I was like,
Yeah, because
babe.
he passed it.
So I scroll back up, and it was a guy live streaming a tornado. He was live streaming it, right? She goes, yeah, see? Look at the bitch in there. I'm like, yeah, I said the one in the tornado. Is that the one you're looking at? Like the one fucking flying up? She was literally looking for any reason because she knew she sounded ridiculous, and I was like, babe, it's a guy live
So I'm
streaming
like,
a
yeah,
tornado.
there's a bitch in that tornado that you're looking at.
Yeah, get the fuck off there. It was so funny, dude.
Yo, you guys are crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's insecurity or what. That shit is crazy.
Well, I'm very insecure, but 90% of the time, I know it sounds like I'm crazy, but a lot of the times it's like a joke that I know is funny.
It's always
Like the
been
tornado
funny.
thing is a joke.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, look at the bitch in there. I was like, yeah, okay. But like, no, I don't know. Oh, this is a good segue. How do you feel like if you were in a relationship, And let's pretend I was watching thirst traps on TikTok, right next to her in bed. Would you not feel like kind of fucked up about that? Would you not be like, what are you doing? Like, why are you?
100%.
Right. So, in her defense, I would say like it's a reasonable reaction because if I knew there was like a thirst trap like all these dudes were doing, I'd be like, and I kept hearing it on her phone. I'd be like, yo, what the fuck are you watching? Like, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck?
Absolutely.
I don't know if that's an insecurity thing, but I think it's more of a respect thing.
I was kidding about the insecurity thing. It's definitely not.
The only reason I'm going on about this is because we actually had a conversation about it today
with my sister.
With your sister, and her sister was calling her. What'd she say?
I'm toxic.
Oh, you're toxic.
Which, first of all,
I hate that fucking word.
What generation is it? Gen Z?
Gen Z.
Are we Gen Z?
No, we're millennials, right?
No,
we're not Gen Z. I mean, I think
we're like
you're Gen Z.
We're on the husk of Gen Z.
No.
We're millennials.
No, he's millennials. We're Gen Z. After 96.
Yeah.
Really?
I think so.
So 97, 98 above. I know it's fucking stupid. I don't feel like a
sure?
fucking Gen Z.
I thought it was
like Gen Z 2.0 is like after like.
Anyways, the new generation, like my sister, who's like 6 years younger than me, uses the word toxic for fucking everything. They'll be like, oh, you don't want to go to eat with me? You're fucking toxic. Bro. No, you're not. Like, you don't even know what you're saying. She said I was toxic because of that, because I didn't like
With
him.
all due respect to your sister, Karlee, I fucking hate that word. I hate when kids use that word.
Yeah.
The only
Me too.
toxic I know is like poison or some shit. Like,
Yeah.
don't fucking eat poison. Like,
Or,
rat
like,
poison.
you can be in a toxic relationship, but like
Yeah,
someone
but, like-
doing something, they're like, you're toxic.
Yeah.
Or like they'll like their friend, like they'll have an argument with their friend, and be like, she's toxic. Like, don't fuck with her, she's toxic.
That was basically what happened today, and that's why I brought it up. I'm like, how do you feel about that? Because in our relationship, there's more of like, it's just a respect thing.
Yeah, I
like
agree.
her sister used an example. She's like, you probably get pissed off if you like girls' pictures on Instagram.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, yeah, I don't fucking like that because it's like, why do you need to do that? Like, why are you trying to give that person like validation? Like, oh, I see you, type shit, right? And it's like, I completely agree. I'm the same way. Like, if she was out here with liking all these fucking dudes' pictures, I'd be like, okay, a little weird, but I mean, whatever. But I don't know. I guess it's just kind of the way our relationship works, and it works fine. But how do you feel about it?
Okay, so I agree with the whole respect thing. Obviously, the respect thing is huge for me, right? Massive. The one thing I don't like is when people say like for example, the liking of the photos, right?
Yeah.
To me, I don't give a fuck. Personally,
You
I
don't give a fuck if she's liking half naked dudes.
No, because here's why.
Like attractive ass dudes.
No, because here's why. It's a fucking photo. I don't give a fuck. Are they
get it.
accessible? But
Some
here,
people
hold
are
on.
like that.
Are they accessible though? Right? Like if it's some random guy in like Florida or some shit like that.
No,
like,
here, like people accessible.
If it's people in Windsor, it's
I don't like
yo,
it whether it's here or not here.
Right.
Because it's like, why?
Yeah, but it's like
But for me, it's like if I saw her liking a bunch of like dudes' pictures, whether they're accessible here or not, I know they're accessible to her because of the verification.
What if I wasn't verified? Would you care if I
would still care. I would still care.
Exactly. I care.
But that's, again, you have an opinion where you're like, I don't give a fuck, right? Yeah. Which is cool. But like, what if your future girlfriend, what if she cared? What if she's like, hey, I don't like when you do that. Would you stop?
Yeah,
out of
100%.
respect for her.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay.
But also, okay. Here's the thing, right? Because like I was talking to a girl. It never went to anything serious. But when we say liking girls' pics, obviously we mean pictures of them in the photo, like a selfie or any like racy photos, right?
Correct.
Bro, this girl I was talking to got pissed because literally anything she would post, it was content. Like she was a podcaster, so I would like her podcast content, and she would get pissed at that.
Oh, okay, that's
it's like you're liking
different.
her post. I'm like, you're taking liking her post way out of fucking proportion.
Yeah, that's
if it's
definitely
just like if it's a girl that you like for example, like he's not gonna get mad if I like your posts. Like
Yeah,
if it's
no,
friends
yeah.
That's
and
what I'm
like
saying.
or business related. But if it's a girl, half naked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
That
the
you
thing.
don't know and never
what's the
talk
content
to.
of the image?
Yeah.
It's basically, and I think it comes down to like, you guys have to have the discussion in your relationship because again, you might not care if she's liking half naked dudes photos on Instagram, and I might not care, or she might not care that I'm liking half naked girls pictures on Instagram. But that's definitely a conversation I think every couple needs to have
100%.
because again, social media ruins a lot of relationships.
Yes.
For this reason exactly too, because whether or not someone's readily accessible, like in your city, everybody's accessible.
Absolutely.
Because that's what social media does.
Fair.
You're accessible anywhere in the world, which is fucked.
And I think it puts a reality in guys' heads all the time. They're seeing all these pretty girls. They're like, well, I can have all these pretty girls. Mind you, they don't even look like that in person, first of all. And like they literally have this unrealistic expectation because if you're in real life, how many Instagram model girls do you actually see in real life? Literally like none, maybe one or two.
I mean, you probably see them. You probably just don't recognize them because, like we said, they don't look the same.
Exactly, but like that's, I don't know. I think same with like porn and everything, but I'm not even going to get into that.
That's porn's a whole different topic. But again, the photo thing, I personally don't give a shit. If it's like one of those situations where if you're liking photos, but it's like you're not liking my photos, but you're liking somebody else's photos. Then I'm like, yo, what the fuck? That's a little weird. But if it's like active Instagram, you're swiping, liking, I don't.
What about commenting on photos?
What's the comment?
Like a fire emoji.
No, it's too much.
Any of that shit is like weird. Like complimenting in the regard of like fire, because fire just means like I equate that to sexy and shit like that. It's like hot, right? Like, but if it's like, this is a dope photo, like I don't give a fuck. But if it's like you look great here, it's like simmer down. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it depends on what the comment is.
But again, I always like to flip it. If you're on a guy's photo and you're like fire, like cool photo, turn it around. If I did that to a woman, it would not be the same reaction. Like I might be like you might be okay, cool, like. But if I'm doing a fire emoji under a girl's fucking bikini picture, it's a totally different thing.
Oh, no, absolutely. But see, there you go. Fire emoji is one context, comment, but cool photo is fine for me.
Yeah.
Like, but again, so here's my thing. If it's not business related or friend, why even make the comment?
Because you want their attention.
Exactly. So you're not commenting on someone's photo. And I don't care if anybody thinks this is fucking crazy. I really don't give a fuck. This is like something where if she's commenting on like, let's say it's another influencer's photo. Yeah. She's like, fire, nice photo. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
What is that doing for you?
Yeah.
If that's not your friend, what do you have to do that for?
Yeah.
And same with me. If it's not a friend of mine, what's the point? Why am I commenting that?
That's a good point.
Because again.
Show support maybe? I don't
know. But again, like it's like, is your comment going to make a difference?
And it depends what picture it is.
Too. Yeah. I agree.
You know what I mean?
Like if it's a friend of mine that hit like 1 million subscribers and it's a boy, and I'm like, hey, congrats.
That's totally different.
Yeah.
That's not even the same.
But if I put fire.
But that fire, in that sense, the fire is pertaining to his 1 million subscribers, not pertaining to him as an individual.
I still don't like the fire emoji.
She's like, fuck the fire emoji.
All right, anyways, we're way overdue for a break. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We have a lot to talk about.
Well, welcome to the break. Today's break is sponsored by Adam and Eve. While we're waiting for the script that I need to say, let's talk about my OnlyFans. If you guys haven't checked out my OnlyFans, go ahead and check that out. We just did a Halloween scene that is out right now. Next year, in 2022, we have some changes coming to the podcast that I will update you guys on next week because I haven't even told Sick about it yet. And follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. Follow my vlog channel. And on my main channel right here, right now, that you're watching this on, I just posted a mukbang with Nick Ocado where I force feed him salad. So you guys can check that out. And then also on my Patreon, I have a Q&A with him where we answer juicy questions. Do you want to say anything while we're waiting for the sponsor?
Yeah. I have a lot to say, actually. But no, okay. So for me, you can follow me on Instagram, SixSalim, Twitter, SixSalim, Facebook, Six Visions Media, and YouTube, Six Visions Media. You can subscribe to that. I don't have my pillow here, so I'm probably whatever. You know, my name tag at the front has my tag. Also, if you are interested in getting a podcast started, if you're interested in getting a podcast that you already have started, clipped, hit up WTF Media Studios. It's a podcast studio in New York that I'm working with, and we will we'll get those clips done for you because we love doing clips. We love doing podcasts. That's what the studio is. And also we have people such as, I don't know if you're familiar with them, Andrew Schultz, Charlemagne the God, Tony Hawk's podcast, a bunch of celebrity name podcasts who go through our studio to get their podcast clips done. So hit us up if you want your podcast clips done to reach a wider audience and grow your podcast. Back to you guys.
So this podcast is sponsored by Adam and Eve. If you guys haven't checked out Adam and Eve, it is an adult toy store. They sell lingerie, things like that. You guys can use code GLASSUP for 50% off one item and free shipping to the US and Canada. They are so awesome. They support everyone and they're a great company. So that's once again adamandeve.com. Code GLASSUP for 50% off one item plus free shipping. That's it.
Okay, so I'm bringing the show back this time around. Yo, this is different. We're all weird on Glass Up here.
Yeah, we're being really weird right now.
You haven't I can't even speak.
It was the ad break.
It
fucked up the momentum.
Well, even before, it feels off.
Really?
Yeah.
I
don't feel like it needs to be funnier. It's just boring. Because of you guys.
All right, you want to go funny? Let's go.
No, I'm scared. You're going to roast me.
No, fuck. Promise me. No, okay. I do want to talk about Squid Game though. Before we get to Squid Game,
Yeah.
you want to laugh? Let's laugh.
Did you flag it?
Probably. Yeah, I did. Okay, stop eating tuna subs.
What?
I'm gonna stop eating tuna subs. Not because that there's no fucking tuna in it or fish in it, but because tuna sub spelled backwards is bust a nut.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
A friend of mine posted this on Instagram, and I was gonna give him a shout out. He posted on Instagram, and I think his friend tagged. He's like, Mo wanted a tuna sub because it spells bust a nut backwards, and I'm like, no, it fucking doesn't. I looked at it, and I'm like, holy shit, dude! I could never eat a tuna sub again.
I heard Subway, like all of their meat and even their tuna is like only 20% tuna or something.
It's not. That's a different
Like
story.
certain stuff has like no trace of what they even say it is.
I remember people were like, oh, cold cut is so healthy. It's literally the worst
No
shit
one
for you
said
there.
that. Who the fuck said cold cut is healthy, Josh?
I swear to God, yes. But cold cut was supposed to be like the you would eat it. It's not
No
healthy.
one said that.
Dude.
If you think that, Josh, you're just saying people
I
said
swear
things.
to God,
You're
no,
bullshitting.
dude. Back in high school, people would go to Subway and get a cold cut because it was a healthy alternative to McDonald's.
Maybe your friends, but not real life people. Your imaginary friends.
That's cap.
Josh, I promise you, on this planet, nobody goes around saying cold cuts are healthy.
They say Subway's healthy.
Well, listen,
So, come at me.
It isn't terrible if you don't get. It's bologna. It's stuff that's super processed. Like you can get turkey that isn't super processed. That is not that bad for you. Like, well, you have to go to like the store. But if you get a veggie sub, it's not that bad. What if you get a veggie sub? What if you get a salad? Now what?
Yeah.
What if you get?
I wasn't talking about that.
What? A cold cut? Yeah, obviously there's bologna in it and stuff.
But people, I literally grew up with people. They would go to Subway, get a cold cut, and be like, this is healthy. Because they don't know. You don't know what's in there when you're a kid and you're eating processed meat. Nobody gives a fuck about that.
I don't think anyone would
Yes,
around saying
and
cold cut
also
was
with
healthy.
this whole health kick, this is a very new generation thing. This whole health kick, vegan, vegetarian, keto. This is new. In high school, nobody did this shit. Tell me I'm wrong.
I was healthy in high school.
What'd you eat in high school?
Water and ice.
Chicken, rice,
That's all you ate.
vegetables.
That's fucking bullshit.
I didn't eat terrible in high school. I ate at home all the time. And my mom would cook food every single night. Why do you think I do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
All right.
shove the cold cut,
Listen,
roll up the cold cut, and shove it up your
Mom
ass.
and dad arguing is getting too much. Okay. Listen.
Speaking of food, though.
No, speaking of not food, yo. I got some crazy topics.
Okay,
to
go.
talk about, so put your fucking food away, okay? Anyways,
My food.
my food away. There's a lot to talk about. I don't even know. I feel like we're gonna go over an hour. Anyways, fuck it. Demi Lovato saying aliens is a derogatory term.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did you hear the thing she said about what she's going to call herself as an ant?
No. What?
Yeah, look it up. Hold on. Let me
You
grab
have
it.
to look it up. Okay, you keep talking.
Yeah.
Though.
So in the meantime, Demi Lovato, this psychopath, I don't even know how else to describe her, bro. She has been fucking just losing her mind day by day, okay? She goes and says the term aliens is derogatory to extraterrestrials because they don't want to be called aliens or whatever the fuck. What do you call them? What do you call them?
Yeah,
What?
I don't know.
She said that her name as an ant because she's they them. Oh shit. I haven't been using her pronouns properly.
Well, I've been saying her name. It's okay.
Fuck.
It's an honest mistake. It's not
I'm
your
sorry.
fault.
I'm not
You're
doing
done. You're
it.
done.
I'm not doing it on purpose. I just
I
need
know.
to get used to it. So they said that their name as an aunt or uncle, because they are they, is ankle.
I quit.
We're getting canceled. We're getting canceled. We're getting canceled.
Listen, I don't care if they come up with a new word, okay?
Ankle.
But ankle? I'm sorry. That just sounds
Ankle
fucking
Demi?
stupid. That I'm going to my ankle's house. You're the best ankle ever.
Oh shit. Oh.
I absolutely fucking hate people.
Ankle.
Listen,
Ankle Tom.
if they want to call themselves ankle, go ahead. But I think that there should be a different name.
No, that's perfect. I
can't even
love
say
that.
it. I can't even say it.
Ankle?
No, what I was gonna say.
I don't want to know what you're going to say. You can say it if you want.
I do.
I'm not in charge of what you said. By the way, I apologize for not using Demi's proper pronouns. I'm still
Ankle
getting used to
Demis.
it. I grew up
Demis.
with Demi being a her/she, so I'm just trying to get used to it.
Yeah, I grew up when Demi was hot.
Yikes.
You're done.
Yikes.
You're fucking fired.
Because of Demi?
You don't think Demi's hot anymore?
No. She's lost her fucking mind. They've lost their fucking mind.
They've lost their mind.
So what do you think they should be called?
Ankle.
Demi.
Ankle's perfect.
What about like mom or dad?
Parent.
Parent? Come on. No.
Dude.
Parent.
Would you be fucking surprised if that's how shit went now?
Okay, bro, parent, also brother, sibling.
That's it. That's
They
it.
need to come up with a whole new word.
No, it's this is what the fucking world's gonna. This is what the world's gonna turn into. It's gonna be like that. It's not gonna say, "Hey, you need to call your mom and dad from school. I need to call my parent from school. Call my sibling from school."
Did you see it could be what was it, like a threat or something, or violence or something? If you say something, say what?
So just put the leg under the mic.
If you call somebody by their wrong pronoun, it's like an act of violence or something.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm good.
Is anyone listening
I'll
to
figure
me?
it out. No, sorry, we're good.
Sorry.
There was a thing that it becomes like an act of violence or whatever if you
Oh yes, in Canada.
if you accidentally call someone by the wrong pronoun.
No way.
I don't think
guess.
it's accidental. I think it would be on purpose.
Purpose makes sense, but act of violence, how? How is this any sort of
Is it like
violence?
a hate crime? I don't get
don't
it.
know.
Hate crime makes sense. Violence, bro? Come on.
I'm telling you, do you think a police officer, they get a call? Hey, this guy called me she. They fucking rush over there. Wee, wee. And they get over there and they're like,
I think
you're under arrest.
I think
Like,
there's
come
more
on.
to it. I think if you're purposely doing it to be like rude or like derogatory or like purposeful, I get it.
None of these motherfuckers would last a second in an MW2 lobby.
What's
Let
that?
me tell you. A Modern Warfare 2 lobby. Call of Duty.
Old Xbox. Apparently, PS is fucking. I look so Arab. It's not even funny. Apparently now the PS4 lobbies are like monitors and shit like that. You can't say crazy shit.
Really?
Takes the fun out of the whole game.
I know what my new pronouns are.
What? Sick. Don't get me canceled, please.
Don't get yourself canceled though.
What? Say it. Sick. You gotta say it now. God. That's bad. You gotta not say that, actually. Oh my god.
Sick, that's inappropriate.
I haven't cried.
Is it on you or is it on me?
I haven't cried in
on
3
him.
weeks. It's on me.
Sick, you gotta flag
Sick,
that.
you gotta keep it in, sick.
No, that's not nice.
That's fucked.
Yeah, that's actually
Okay.
Bad.
Okay, I'll just flag that part out, but I
You
want to
can
keep the
keep it in
rest
if
of
you want.
I'll keep the rest.
But you're crying.
Dude, it's down his face.
You can keep it in if you want, but
No.
you
just
gotta do
wait.
an apology video next time.
I'm sorry, emotional and all lowercase.
Yeah, emotional. Oh,
So put the leg under the mic. Rotate the mic so it's on top of the leg.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
I see what you're saying. Okay, no, we're good.
Okay. Can we get back? We have a lot to talk about. You guys know what the wave is, right? In sports stadiums and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's how much of an idiot I am, right? So when I was in grade school, I think it was like grade 6 or something like that. We're playing basketball and we're sitting on the bench, and one kid goes, "Yo, start the wave." I'm like, I was like embarrassed because I don't know. I was just a little piece of shit that everyone fucked with me all the time.
Piece of shit.
Everyone fucked with me all the time, so like I was so insecure about doing anything. Like I was
Yeah.
like, I'm like, yo, they're just doing
Did
it
you
to
get
fuck with me.
bullied?
Oh, a lot. I'm like, they're just doing it to fuck with me, right?
I could see that.
But 100%. And so
What the fuck?
the guy's like, start the wave, and I'm like, nah, like you're just doing it to fuck with me, like whatever. He's like, bro, start the fucking wave. Like he's getting angry. I'm like, whatever.
Whatever. Yeah, you do. I hope. Oh my god.
Oh, that's some dumbass shit. I won't even lie to
I
you.
hope you got bullied the whole year.
I'm like, okay. He's like, he looks at me like, you fucking idiot. What the fuck are you doing?
That's funny as shit. Zach's like, do the wave. He's like, what the fuck? Sam, what the fuck? You're fucked. That's so funny, dude.
Okay, can we get into Squid Games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll end on Squid Games?
Yeah, but you gotta. Well, now the skipping thing doesn't make sense because we talked about other things.
Well, no, we'll start here.
Okay.
So now
put the timestamp.
If you don't watch from here on out, don't worry because we're going to talk about Squid Games. There will be spoilers, but hopefully you've seen it by now so you can enjoy this conversation that we're about to have about Squid Game because we've seen it and you haven't seen it, and so let's start talking about it with spoilers.
About Squid Game.
About Squid Game in case you haven't seen it.
Squid Game.
Oh, fucking gosh, I'm out of breath.
Do you know what number I am?
Yeah?
The pretty girl.
67. It says fucking
No.
right there.
Do you know who she is?
Yeah.
She's
Son
fucking
Byuk.
hot.
Sam Byuk.
She's hot.
My girl, bro.
That's my fucking girl. Don't even.
Yo, chill out. Josh,
He allows it.
I'm single.
Yeah, I'll give her a pass. She's good. She can do that.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, can we start from the begining?
Yes.
Red light, green light. Thoughts? Go.
Okay, so when we were first watching, sorry, smacking the titty. I was like, ready? When we first started watching the show,
That was the decision button. Left titty, right titty. Which one do you press?
I was like, green light.
Continue playing.
And so we're there watching the show as we do, and we're literally like, oh, okay, I wonder when this is gonna get like, because it's a very boring start.
I need to interrupt you. You know what we need to talk about? Fucking Parasite. Don't.
Okay,
Anyways.
wait.
Wait. You watched it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, another time.
Okay.
Carry on.
Good point. So we're watching it and we're like, okay, this is kind of a slow start, whatever, kind of building up the character and yada yada. And then they play red light, green light, and then you see the guy get capped, and then everybody starts getting fucking murked, and I'm like, holy shit, this show is graphic. Mm-hmm. And I was like, first of all, even from the beginning, the set, the way the games were designed, everything is just incredible. That show must have had an unlimited budget because everything looked amazing. And that was my first thought.
I think Koreans genuinely, are born to do this type of shit. When it comes to any sort of entertainment, whether it's music or whether it's, film and television, they fucking kill it all the time.
Every time,
They're so good. My thoughts with red light, green light, same thing. Like, when the guy walked...
That sounds like shit, Sick. Take it off.
It sounds great. What are you talking about?
It sounds like absolute shit. Thank you.
What the fuck?
Anyways, when I was watching the game, whatever, when the guy got shot, I'm like, that cannot be a gunshot because obviously you don't see nothing, right?
Nothing, yeah.
And then when his friend walked up to him and he's like, stop playing around.
Yeah,
and
then
the
you
guy
see
coughs
him,
out blood. Holy shit, bro. That's when everything, for me, the whole series just kind of went up. And it was just so fucking sick, dude.
And then he started running, and then he got shot, and then everyone started running. I'm like, and they're all just getting fucking murked. I was like, what is this shit?
Who's your favorite character overall?
The main character.
Yeah, I think...
Really?
I don't know their names. I can't say their names.
Gi-hun?
Yeah, Gi-hun.
Gi-hun, something like that?
Sung Gi-hun, I think his name was.
I don't know.
Sorry if I'm butchering
or
that.
her.
Yeah, he was my favorite, I think, out of the whole show.
Oh, the Indian guy was really
Ali
Yeah,
was my
Ali.
favorite. Ali was my
Ali.
favorite.
Yeah, I think he actually was one of my favorites, other than the main character.
Him and the main character were my favorites.
Song Woo, bro. I wanted to. Oh,
I
he made me so
know.
mad.
He's
I
a
know.
fucking snake.
Yeah.
Okay, what was the second game? It was after that. It was the. It wasn't Honeycomb, was it?
Yes.
Yes.
It was
It
Honeycomb.
was Honeycomb.
Yes.
All right. What do you think about Honeycomb? That's when I thought the Song Woo's character. I'm like, yo, you're a fucking shady piece of shit.
Yeah, when he knew what the game was and didn't tell anybody. The only thing I didn't like about the Honeycomb scene, first of all, incredible scene. Incredible. When he fucking shoots him, he slides down the slide, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But when he started, when he opened up the tin and he saw that he had the umbrella and he looked at the camera, there was that weird
There was
camera
a
shot.
weird, it was a weird cheesy shot.
think
He said something. He was like,
oh shit,
or
basically like, oh
something.
fuck. Like,
and it like zoomed in on his face. It looked super
it was
like
cheesy. It was cheesy.
Oh really?
That was the only part.
Yeah. And I didn't like how unrealistic it was for that one girl, the crazy girl, to have like the lighter and start like doing the needle. I was like, that's so unrealistic. All of the workers would have saw that.
Yeah, because every worker was assigned
Literally
to almost
over
watch
top
over
of
somebody.
Like literally like this.
But she's under the slide and she's just like
Yeah, I didn't
incognito.
like
Yeah,
she's just invisible.
Yeah.
John Cena that bitch, and I was like, okay.
That bitch.
I was like, okay, good for you, I guess.
Yo, you good, bro?
That's Kappa.
Yeah, fucking put his head through the door. Well,
He probably would.
So okay, so that was the second game. Honeycomb was cool. I didn't really have much thoughts about it. I was whatever. I just kind of like
Tug
figured
of
like
War.
Tug of War was next. Yeah, Tug of
Yes.
War was crazy.
That was
Insane.
crazy.
Holy shit.
That was probably one of the best scenes.
That was because you're like, oh my god, now because they brought it in a way where they're like, now you have to kill them, and if
Yeah.
you don't kill them, you die.
Yeah.
So it's like it brought them to like that. It's them or you
It's
type
like
situation,
primal instinct.
and you're not fucking killing one person.
Yeah.
You're killing 10 people at a time.
Yeah.
That's insanity. Imagine you're pulling that rope and you just see boop 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 boop.
Yeah.
And like their like strategy, because the old man gave them the strategy. The way that they like all went back at once, it was so like intense.
Dude,
the
that
music.
made me want to play Tug of War
I
and
know.
try that out.
I was like, now I know, and it makes sense because
Yeah.
all the weight is distributed.
Yeah.
It just makes so much sense, and you're going against body weight, not strength. I was like, oh
No,
my
watch,
god.
people gonna be playing Tug of War. All both
Just-
teams are gonna be laid back.
Yeah, literally.
Everyone's just killing tug
But
of war.
the part when they all like jumped and
Yeah.
all the other dudes fell and he was kind of like hanging over and then you see down about all the dead bodies. I was like, that's
Yeah,
an incredible
bro.
Falling
shot.
to your death is fucked. I'd rather
That's-
get shot in the head.
That's terrifying.
I'm like, you know what? That's probably not even that high. You could probably survive it. Then they fucking fall and one guy busts his skull open. I'm like, yeah, okay.
And then if they're alive, they just kill them.
Did you see that part when the guy was alive still in the casket and they just
Yep. Force his
I
hand
was
back
like,
in.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Crazy.
The last one I didn't like because it wasn't fair, and they always talk about playing fair, and it
Oh.
wasn't fair.
You're talking about the glass game?
Oh, we'll get there in a second. Yeah,
Yeah.
because after the Tug of War, what was it? It was
Marbles.
Marbles was the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, that honestly, that game to me is where I almost cried.
Yes.
Because the whole Sangu and Ali situation.
Yes.
Almost cried there. Then the whole thing with the two girls.
Yes,
that was the saddest one,
bro. Fuck.
And I didn't even think about it when the show started. I didn't think about how they might have to go against each other. Like nobody had that mindset. 'Cause
Nobody.
You're so just worried about yourself that you don't think about the possibility that your partner you might have to go against.
Yeah.
And then and then you start getting emotionally attached to these characters.
Yeah.
and
Because
then
everybody
they're
was
against
talking
each
about,
other.
oh, we got to win this together. We got to win
Yeah.
it. And that's why I think the writing is so fucking genius, bro, is because they did that on purpose, obviously.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we got to constantly reiterate, say. We're going to work together as a team. We need it as a team. That fucking happens. No one saw that shit coming, bro.
The most fucked up part too is everybody. There was not a lot of focus on this, which I think was genius. That they didn't put focus on it because it went really well with the next scene where the husband and wife teamed up.
Yes.
And then he had to kill her off.
Yes.
So you have to fucking beat your wife in this game and then see her get fucking killed, and then that's when he ended up doing what he had to do. Afterwards, he was like, he's fucking losing his mind. He does that, and then you know how that whole scene took place.
Because at that point, it's like, what's the point of living anyways?
But that's the thing is
fucked.
in Song, it was Song Woo I think said, well, you already did it, so why would you do that now? Like, why would you now?
Yeah.
You've already done what you needed to do. She's already gone. Like, at least win the money and do what you need to do, which I kind of agree with at that
agree
point.
with
Like,
too.
you're gonna after you've already.
Can you flag that? You
Oh, you can't say that.
just like mute. Like,
Yeah.
Bleep it or something.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
And the
yeah.
Yeah.
and this one.
Okay.
You're gonna do that, and then watch her die, and then you're just
I
gonna
agree.
not
I agree.
know?
I think what it is, though, obviously, like we're saying that it's one of those situations, right? Where we've talked about this several times on this podcast too, where it's like if you see somebody getting beat up or whatever, like what are you gonna do in the moment? You don't know what you're gonna do, but we can sit and talk about what we're gonna do.
Right.
Man, it was his wife, bro. Like,
That's
you know what I'm saying? Like,
awful.
it's going to be hard. And they were older couples, right? So, you know, they probably spent their life together
Yeah.
forever. So, it's like, you don't know what's going on in this guy's mind. He's probably thinking, like, if I get money, pay my debts off, what's still going to happen? Nothing's going to happen.
And it's like the craziest part too is I like how they didn't really fixate on that until afterwards.
Yeah.
Like you didn't even remember it. You're like, oh, the girl scene, that's sad. Oh, the old man. Oh, Ali, that's so sad. And then you remember they're like, oh shit, he went against his own wife.
Yeah.
Just added to the whole thing. Like,
One thing that I thought about a lot when I was watching it, I was like, I don't even think I would want the money after seeing this because you'd have so much PTSD. You couldn't even live your like every single bang you heard, you'd probably fucking freak out. You'd probably never want to gamble again.
Yeah.
Probably never play a game. Everyone you just saw people that you built connections with literally get killed in front of you. Like you would have such bad PTSD. I feel like.
Yeah.
Like you'd be terrified of leaving the fucking house.
Yeah, that and also like when it was so funny because Ali is like obviously you know like he's supposed to be Pakistani in the show, and it's like the guy they taught him 4 Korean words, bro, and the only thing he knew how to say was thank you.
Yeah.
Every time he just bowing, he's like thank you, thank you, thank you.
yeah, he did you watch a Korean version?
Yeah, yeah.
So just a segue into before we get into like the glass thing. Ali was the director was looking for that kind of character, and he was the only one. Ali was actually studying theater or movie, like cinema in South Korea.
Oh shit!
And he was the only one that they could find that spoke fluent Korean.
Wow.
And he was like basically picked that way for the show. So that's how they found him.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How fucking funny is that though, right? Like usually, like, it's like Asians, whatever, they're considered minorities in American films right now. And you have a fucking Korean film where the brown guy's the minority. They're like, hey, what is the most minorityistic shit we can do with this guy?
The one thing I didn't like is that in the dubbed version, he was the only one with the accent.
Yeah.
But like everyone in...
It's fucked up.
But all the Korean people would have had accents too. So I'm like, why is he the only one with an accent?
Netflix, I'm sorry.
Canceled. No, I'm just kidding.
They butchered the dub. The dubbed version of that show is not great.
Yeah.
Like the one weird girls, the energetic one.
The screaming one, the one that's always fucking crazy.
Terrible dub. The only dub that kind of fit was this character here. She was okay. And
I
then
heard
the old
Doksu's
man.
character was good.
Who's?
Doksu, Snake Guy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He was good, and then the old man was good.
Yeah.
Other than that, I didn't think they did a good job on that.
No, Netflix is generally not good with those dubs. Like even Money Heist. Like if you watch it in English, it's not good.
Oh, yeah,
Spanish is great. Yeah. Okay, so the glass game. Let's talk about the glass game.
So what you brought up about, you remember how they again fixated on the idea that they need to play fair, and that's why they made the example of the doctor. And then all of a sudden in the glass game, when they find out, oh, this guy knows how to look at the glass and tell which one's tempered, which one's not, and then they shut the lights off. So then it's like, well, you just said the whole time that your whole thing was about playing fair, but then you do that. So how is that?
Well, I think that's the fairness part, right? Is like you can't look at the glass, you can't see which one's tempered with. That's cheating.
They could lick the honeycomb and stuff, and that's cheating. You're not actually breaking it.
No, but you lick it down and make it soft enough to break. There's no rules against breaking that. It's like if you're fucking, I don't know. It's like Russian roulette, for example. You know which chamber has the empty, which is the empty chamber, right? So it's like you purposely place yourself in a position to not take the bullet.
I just didn't like how they made an example out of the doctor and all the guards, and then go on to be like, you know, we play fair, but I'm going to shut the lights off when you're jumping on glass that high up. It's like, if they found out how to beat the game, that's fair. They found out. It's not, I don't think it's cheating. I think that guy just had an advantage because he knew what he was doing. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they do it at the last tile. Yeah. The last one, he jumps, he's dead. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, that's so sad. This guy just helped everybody else win, basically.
Yeah, that was a crazy game, bro. I don't know. I didn't really like that game too much, though, because it's like, you have to have good memory, but obviously, like, you know how they were saying when they were picking their vest, like, if like it's not always good to go first, it's not always good to go last, whatever, you want to go in the middle. But for that game, it was like, just the way it was written to me kind of seemed like it was too easy. Like, obviously they're going to put the main character near the last because you know the first person might go fuck up, so you just got to follow their footsteps. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, that game to me was a little weird. I wasn't too big on that one.
I like how they built the intensity every time, and it's like they don't know what they're going into. So it's like, again, how they were like, oh, we want a lot of women on our team, or we want a lot of men, and they didn't know that they were going to go play tug of war.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, it was an interesting thing that they did to write that show. I think the show, all in all, is fucking brilliant.
I think it was unreal. I would easily give it a 9.5 out of 10. That was my rating for it.
I give it a 10 out of 10.
Me too. I think the show, I think when you watch it in the Korean version, like properly, the show is just amazing. The set, the acting, the script, the premise for everything, it was just...
all the foreshadowing is like crazy.
It's just unbelievable. The show is unbelievable.
One thing that kind of really like made me be like, holy fuck, that was crazy. It was a small detail when the cop is in the masked man's room, the front man's room, and he put the phone the wrong way.
Yeah.
Such a small, minute detail, but that to me was fucking crazy. I didn't even realize this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did you ever watch any of the, like, not the behind the scenes, but basically like theories or like things you should have noticed? So like but
I watched this one theory. I'll get to that sec. Go ahead, say what you're saying.
But essentially, like, you know, the paintings behind the bunk beds.
Yes.
Of what games they're gonna play. Yeah, and like people, so all the paintings of the games were behind all the beds.
Oh.
So people could have just looked at the bed and be like, or the wall and be like, oh, that's that game or whatever. Like they had every game, and there was things like, you know, when the old man, when there was a brawl breaking out and he jumped up on the top of the thing and was like, I'm scared, stop, whatever. That, and then they came and shut it down. That was like an indication, like, why did they come when he was freaking out, but everybody else is freaking out trying to get out of the door and they're not shutting the game down. But as soon as he said, I'm scared, stop, they all came in and kiboshed the whole thing. So it's like there was things like that, and then you never see the old man get killed. You just see the his camera pan.
But that's how part of the regular story though. Right. That's not really a conspiracy.
But again, no. But they were saying things you should have noticed, like things you should have noticed. Yeah. Like when we watched it back the second time through, we're like, oh shit! Like how did we not realize that? Like,
or what about the one where they're saying his the Gihun could have been his son?
Yes, because, I saw that.
Dude, the milk thing was crazy. I didn't even realize this. I think I don't know if you mentioned it to me. Someone mentioned it to me where when they got the one cookie and they got the thing of milk and he goes, "Oh, I wasn't able to digest it." And then Ilnam walks by and goes, "You got beat as a kid, whatever." Yes. He's like, "So did my son."
And then he said the thing about the birthday. My son's birthday is coming up, and then you saw in the book his birthday was a few days away from that.
Yeah. So well, I think the birthday thing didn't match up. The birthday thing was someone else.
Oh, I thought someone...
Because the birthday thing, remember at the first when he had the debit card in the first episode when he's trying to put it in the ATM? He puts his birthday, which is like June 8th or August 6th. So one of those two was like, that doesn't match up with what that was. I think that was the only thing that didn't match. Everything else kind of matched with it.
Okay, that makes sense.
But man, what do you guys think about the ending though when you found out that Ilnam was the guy behind it all?
I thought I saw his hand when...
She did say that. You did say that when we were watching it. You did.
Where?
Remember the bunny? When you saw when he was finally out of the game and he was sitting in the chair and he put the bunny mask on.
And you could see his hands?
And the front.
I literally said that and he was like, nah.
Yeah, she's like, that looks like the old man's hands. I'm like, no fucking way.
You could see the hand put the mask down, but...
I literally said it though.
Yeah, she did.
I literally said it.
I didn't acknowledge it at first, but when they show the recap, like when he sees him in the apartment, whatever, they're showing the recap, and then that's where they do the replay. Then you're like, oh, I see him put his hands down, but it's like, wait, did they show it the first time or not? But I'm pretty sure they showed hands put the mask down.
They did. And she said right away, like, I'm not talking about the replay part. I'm talking about the part where he put it
down. Watching
she said it. She's like, that looks like the old man.
And he
hands.
thought it was crazy.
Nah, I'm like, there's no fucking way. Like, and yeah, no shit. I was like, damn, good call.
That's crazy. Speaking of that, fuck the VIPs. I hated those VIPs. It was hands down the worst acting I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with Bollywood movies, if you're familiar with any sort of like Bollywood film, whether it's old time, whatever, you know whenever there's white people in Bollywood movies, it's like they purposely pick terrible ass actors for that. That's kind of what I related to this, is the acting for these guys was fucking terrible, bro.
Yeah.
She says, she's like, oh my God, they're trying to paint the picture of like how people see Americans. Fat. And like just like super rude.
Well, the one
and
guy was fat.
Dude, that was so weirdly like. And then he brought him to the back room. Like, this is fucked, bro. I don't like where this is going.
There was a tweet where he was like, "Oh, I love this." The old man, the fat one, he was like, "Oh, I love this guy's mask." And then he tweeted later, he's like, "Nah, never mind. This guy's weird as fuck."
Yeah, I saw. Yes, I think I showed you that.
I was fucking dying.
Yeah.
Overall, which one did you think was better, Squid Game or Parasite?
Oh, that's
it shouldn't even be. That's right away. I'm like, shouldn't even be a toss up.
Wait, you guys didn't like Parasite?
Dude, fuck Parasite. That is the worst movie I've ever watched. There was no fucking point to it. The movie was so stupid.
We didn't like it at all. I
literally hated it. Like we were like an hour and a half in, and I was like, wasn't it like 2 hours long or an hour and a half? Yeah. Something long. We were like 45 minutes in or whatever, and I was like, I still don't understand the point of this movie. I was like, this is so boring.
The ending was good.
It kept dragging on, and I was like, what the hell?
The best part of that movie was the last 30 minutes.
Bro, did you not realize the whole point of Parasite?
Yes, it was like to describe like rich versus poor.
I get it.
And like infiltrating. I understand all that.
I didn't think it was.
It was a boring movie.
Honestly, I would probably rate that movie a fucking 2 out of 10.
She fucking hated it. I again, the best part of that movie was the last 30 minutes when everything fucking popped off. I was like, this is dope.
But they could have saved so much. Like, there were so much pointless scenes in there. Like, what was the point of watching them have sex on the couch? Tell me what the point of it was. There was no point. There was no foreshadowing. There was no
it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, it's like, think of it like a celebratory thing, right? They worked their way up. They've become parasites. They infiltrated this type of lifestyle now, right? It's just like a romantic thing. It's like, oh, we're here now. This is our new lifestyle.
It was the people in the house.
We're talking about the owners.
When they were trapped under the table
and they were watching the kid in the tent.
Yeah.
Like, what was the point of that? There was no fucking point of that. It was like it was like legit, like at least a 10-minute scene of them just talking, and then her putting his hands in, like whatever, hands in their pants, and like playing with her fucking nipple. And I'm like, what is the point of this? This is there's no point.
Okay, that part I agree.
But there's a lot of them in there. Yeah. There's a lot of those where it's like there was no point in showing this.
There was cool parts of the movie.
There was no foreshadowing, nothing.
Like the husband being locked in the basement and her bringing food down to him and her breaking in to go feed the husband. It was cool. There was a lot of cool facts in the movie. I understand the premise of the movie. I just don't see... I don't think it's a fucking awful movie. I just don't get why it was so fucking praised. Like they won Oscars for that movie.
I thought it was
and I
very
don't
average.
know why. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not like, and it always, well, you're not seeing the whole point. Or
Okay,
I'm a movie buff.
They could have
Like, it's
done the
just
point and done the movie well.
Yeah.
There was just so many pointless parts to that fucking movie.
We just weren't fans.
I just didn't like it.
Collectively,
I didn't like it.
it wasn't like she influenced my opinion, I influenced hers. It was just like, we
Yeah,
just watched
no,
them,
that's
like,
fair.
I'm like, this is not fucking good.
I would not rewatch it if someone fucking paid me.
Yeah.
It was such a waste of time, I feel like.
Fair enough. I do generally think Squid Game is better for
think,
multiple reasons.
I think it's way better.
But no, Squid Game to me is something that really kept me captivated, bro. But like,
9 hours
yeah,
of captivation.
How'd you guys feel about? I mean, I kind of knew frontman was Cop's brother.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I knew that was gonna be Juno's brother. But how'd you feel about the cop getting popped at the end? I think he's still alive.
I think so too.
I think he's still
got
alive,
shot in the
too.
shoulder.
Yeah.
They said the director or the creator of the show said if they're gonna do a season 2, which he says is probably inevitable now, that they will focus on the cops
And
in Korea.
I think obviously he shot him in the shoulder on purpose.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
It's his
obviously.
brother,
yeah, it's his brother. He's not going to shoot him in the fucking head.
But the moment
They shoot
the
everyone
cop
else fucking dead in the head. Why not him?
Exactly. The moment the cop was like, "I'm gonna go find my brother" or whatever, I knew he was frontman, 100%. I'm like,
Yeah.
easy. I thought I spoiled it for myself because I did a podcast clip and they were talking about Squid Game, so I had to put graphics of Squid Game. So I googled Squid Game graphics. This is before I had even seen it, and they showed the cop in the pink uniform, and I was so pissed. I'm like, "Fuck, he's one of the hidden people, or he's one of the employees," and
Yeah.
like it completely took me by surprise. I think that's one reason I really liked it more is because when I saw that, I had this preconceived narrative of what I thought it was gonna be and what I thought he was gonna like, how he kind of fit into the character. But when I saw what happened, the way it unfolded to me, it was more of a surprise. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, totally didn't expect this.
There was also that theory about when they played the game at the beginning, how they got into the.
I heard about that.
If you're red, you were.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Like it's they did all in all. I think because you can look at the show in so many different ways, you'd be like, hey, does this mean this, or is this conspiracy, this conspiracy? Like the fact that there's so many different ideologies on that show just shows how great the show is.
And you can rewatch it over and over again
100
and
we
find
watch it
new
fucking
things
4
every
times
time.
already.
Yeah, 4 times. Right?
We're like 4th time through.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy. But no, that's definitely a good point. Is like you can find something new the second time around,
Yes.
or third time around,
Yes.
4th time around. Because I remember even the first time around I was watching it, I was like, man, I really picking up like small little hints. Oh wait, they did this because of that, or I remember this from that. But then I remember I watched it back a second time and I was like, wait a second, I don't fucking remember this. And it was like, it was so crazy.
That's what we did too. We're like, did we remember seeing the scene? We're like, no.
Yeah.
And you see apparently a lot of that show was not CGI'd. The sets were all real. The doll was
Really?
real. They built all that.
Wow.
So the staircase, they built that.
That's
It's all
crazy.
real. So there's a lot of CGI, which is very impressive.
Apparently the doll is a real thing. Like you can
It
see
was.
that some sort. No,
It's
like
in-
it's an actual.
It's in the
thing.
children's books.
Yeah. That's fucked. Last thing. Psycho Girl. I fucking loved her character.
I did not.
See, that's where I just thought she was cringy.
I was like, oh
The
my
reason
God,
I really liked
shut
her
up.
character though was because her acting was so good, and what really sold it was.
You thought so?
Really?
Yeah. What really sold me on her acting though, what really sold me on her character, be like, yo, I fucking love you. Was remember when they were doing the deciding whether to stay or go home?
Yeah, and yes.
Right? And the way when she voted and she says something to the guy and she goes and she clicks her teeth, I'm like, I fucking love you.
Really?
I don't know what it was about the way she clicked
She
her
was
teeth.
my least favorite.
Bro,
She was my least favorite.
really?
Yeah, I didn't like her at
I
all.
really fucked with her, dude. She was
know.
dope.
The only thing I could compare to Squid Game is like Get Out, that movie. I rewatched that movie like 3 or 4 times and found something new in it every single time I
Get
watched
Out's a good
it.
movie.
Yeah.
I would have to rewatch that one. I haven't seen that one in a while.
Anyways, we're gonna wrap this up.
Already?
Yeah. So, if you guys enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. We will be doing this every single Monday, and in 2022, we're going to try to do it live. Surprise, sick.
Oh, shit.
We're
that
going
was
to try.
a surprise?
We're going to try.
All right, we'll figure it out.
Follow me over on Instagram if you haven't already, at KarleeSteel. Follow me on Twitter, at KarleeSteel. Follow me on TikTok, at KarleeSteel. And subscribe to my vlog channel, KarleeSteel Vlogs. And go check out my OnlyFans over there, where I do a Halloween scene, and it's spooky pussy. I just couldn't even get it out of my mouth because I was like, there's no way I'm saying this. I'm sweating, and I want to go upstairs. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Does anyone want to say anything?
Yeah, it's nice to be back. Thank you guys for sticking with us. Camera's on you, bro.
And a little show to end it. Bye, guys.
That's it?
That's it.
All right, I want to sign off. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye.